go through different ways that we can draw the letter D. Now, as always, we want to see what the basic is, so once you know this, we can then evolve it into more complex shapes to create diverse and more stylized letters. So the shape D to me is made up of, let's say, one shape here, two shape here. So we've got two shapes to work with, this curved line and this backbone, if you will, to hold the letter up. So first one I'll do it in its simplest form, then we start evolving. So we're looking for the shape 1. Shape 1, let's just stick it similar to this and just do it. So we end up with that real simple 3D letter, really bone basics, but we need to know the basics so then later on as we go further on with this lesson today, we can start developing it each time, building upon the last D that we've done. So here, let's just do it with a bit of a back thrown, like so. Just thicken it up, just like that. Real simple. It's just two shapes, but still it looks cool, it's simple, it's effective, and it works. Now we want to look for ways where we can improve this by giving it a lot more style, and that is just by looking at places we can start adding more shapes to develop this letter. So if you can see, it's so simple, it's plain, but we're going to copy the two shapes there. So we've got that shape 1. Now for shape 2, let's be a bit looser with the hand. Okay, let's throw it around a bit. Now you've got shape 2. What we're going to look for to do is to keep the same back brace. So shape 1 will be similar. Maybe pull it down a bit more. And now let's see if we just throw this shape out. So we're just throwing it like so. So just by adding a few little parts, like overextending for the back. Maybe leave this down here so it comes out. We end up with something with a bit more complexity than the first. Now that's the real basics, that's the bare basics. I don't want to go too much over that. Just like so. So we really want to focus on this and getting the real basics. I'm sure you all can do this already and achieve this. And if you can't do this already and you're struggling a little bit, just have a little play around with the simple letters and just keep it simple, step back. Last thing you want to do is start rushing too quickly, trying to get an advanced style without actually knowing the basics or the fundamentals, because you are really limiting yourself later on down the line. And this is a prime example of what I'm showing you now on what I mean by limiting yourself. So by knowing the basics now, we're starting off again with this formula. So we're going to have a backbone. But look what we can now do. You might think, okay, that's not much we can do. But we've got the same formula, the same base shape. Okay, so this is number 1. We know it's number 1. We'll just do a fixed shape to start off with, straight off the bat. Maybe add something here, just extra. So we've got like one shape there and a little extra there coming off. Now for this, we're doing the same again. Okay, loose and free flowing. Now instead of just having it come across, we might keep it a little bit like that, so we've got something to work with, like this. And then let's say we're just do another fixed shape coming through. So we got similar, like pretty much bang on the same. But this time we might look, okay, I want something off the back here, so we're going to add another shape coming from here. And let's put it this way. So we put a line through here, like this, and bring it around. So then we've got this extra shape now coming up. I kind of like the way that pokes up, so I'm keeping that. And as you go, you can make adjustments to things you like and things you don't like. In the front here, I'm going to add a little rectangle, so the rectangle comes out. And here, I think it'd be nice if it just sort of turned back in on itself and filled up this area here. Just like so. And then we've got extra shapes, okay, here. So we've still got the basic 1, 2. But already, look what we've done. So we took this and we've just added more flow. And by more flow, I mean we're keeping the lines loose. The lines have drastic impact on a final piece. And you see this if you're used to using a projector, per se, to like having the lines flow. And there is a slight different feeling to the final piece, I must say. Same applies right here. So once you're done like that, you want to look at your letter, grab yourself a dark pen, and then obviously go through the areas you want to keep, and then anything else you don't want, you just leave out. But keynote here, the keynote I must say to you is fundamentals are key. You start off basic, even doing letters like this. Sometimes just practicing this is good exercise, because then it leads to other areas of where you want to improve your art. But now I'm just gonna dark this up, and then next, let's see what happens if we change the base shape, the base formula. Here's the base. So for example, next we'll be showing, okay, let's say if we say to shape 1, this time we're gonna play around with it more. And then shape 2 could be like this. So there's a change happening now from the base shapes that will then alter the future style of that letter. I've already sketched up the new one, learning from this basic shape 1, 2, and basically what I've done, instead of coming this way, we're gonna go this way. Look how it's coming down. But it's got a snap in the middle there. So we've got shape 1 here, then shape 2 on the bottom half. So shape 1 and shape 2. And for number 3, it's gonna come straight down like so, but for the top half, it's gonna be a lot thicker, as you can see here. And as it comes down, we're gonna twist it around and draw a thin line connecting to the back here. Now this is shape number 3. So now we've got 3 basic shapes. Now the add-ons that we decided to add on here is we've got shape 4 on the back, shape 5, this little bit kicking down, so it's a little square that comes in, another little rectangle comes up, and then here is another shape coming off to the front end, sitting behind that D, and for the bottom we've got this toenail clipping shape that comes down at the bottom. Now this is just a demonstration quickly to show you guys how by changing the basics you can now have something completely different, but it all starts from the basic, and that's why it's very important to learn the fundamentals. So now that's a quick overview of that letter D there. I'm gonna show you guys now how to go a bit more wild. So now you want to really let loose. So for this, I like this shape, but I'm gonna bend it more by having another shape. So I'm gonna add another rectangle from the top, and this is what I mean. So we go 1, 2, 3, like this, okay? And then I want it super thick at the bottom, like so. Super thick, super dynamic, a lot of explosion. And then number 2, straight like that, but then clipping off the top here is 3. Okay, so now we've got a space shape as a spine. I really like the way it sort of goes thick to thin, so I'm going to implement it, copy that, and instead of the top, I'm going to have it flowing in like this, and then it's going to shoot in like that. A lot of flowing elements, a lot of looseness, something to really get your teeth into. And now we're just going to thicken up this shape here, just like so. You already see how much more energy it's got. It's got such a strong flow to it. And that's undeniable with this. So much accentuation. It's almost breaching the realms of being more of a wild style. So at the front now, we've got a basic D, and this leaves so much place for exploration. At the back here, I'm going to actually put more of a block here. So it's sat on more of a block. And I'm going to add the same sort of element down here, like so. On the front here, I'm going to also block this off with a shape. So I'm going to do a sharp shape coming up. And then from the back, I like the idea of having something coming here. So I'm just actually going to drop a square rectangle shape. Sorry, the back here, that will connect to the top up here. And I like the way this comes up a little bit. And then divide the 2. Now you've got something with a lot of weight leaning this way. You can then go and add something from here if you really wanted to, like something shooting off, coming down. So it goes like coming out. And leans like this. And maybe that could be coming up here and creating a shape up here, which could be like an arrow. So we start adding more elements now. Gets a bit more funky, a bit more creativity, but you can start really expanding your knowledge or shape language to create more diverse and different letters. And that's pretty much how we can start building a funky alphabet. But as always, it starts from the foundation and we start developing further, more unique, and then just keep going crazy, and then you start playing around with the letters, and that's how you initially find your style. In a second, I'm just going to outline both of these, but if you are enjoying this and you want to unlock all the letters of the alphabet, go head over to my Patreon where you can get all the lessons there, help develop your style as well as other tutorials that can help you on your art journey. So let me just get a black pen if you want to do the same. Go over the letters, pick up what you want to keep and what you want to get rid of, and at the end we have a final look, hopefully end up with something similar. But if you do the outline and you figure to yourself, I want to add some shapes here, there, because I think it's going to suit it, absolutely do it. Don't copy me verbatim. Go off and do a few things yourself, and trust your instinct. All outlined, you should all end up with a sheet of these that look like these nuts right here. So I really appreciate you guys coming on the journey today. If you have any questions, please, as always, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you do want more learning resources and enhance your style to the max, make sure to check out the Patreon. I'll leave it in the description, and head over there, and there's tons of videos, every letter, going through every way to break it down and piece it all together. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming on this journey. Hope you learned a lot. Until the next lesson, stay well. Peace.